Right, brace yourself, people. We're British, we're going to talk about the weather, OK? Where has the sun gone? That is the question. After the UK experienced the warmest May on record, more of that coming up, many across the country will have been dusting off the outdoor barbecues and refreshing their summer wardrobes. Kind of. But when will the UK weather get warmer? When will we have summer? Joining me now is weather journalist Nathan Rowell to explain. What have you done? What have you done with summer, Nathan?
I'm actually slightly nervous because I think some of this blame is coming on to me.
Your fault.
I actually haven't done anything, but I don't know what everyone's complaining about. We've had the warmest spring on record. It's the summer solstice next week, which is going to mean the nights are going to start drawing in. What's everyone moaning about?
No, we're really cheering you up. I was relying on you. So, look,
what's going on?
The Met Office are gaslighting us, right? The warmest May on record.
Well, it has actually been the warmest spring on record and the warmest May on record if you look at the averages. Now, they're playing around with statistics, so it's actually quite interesting because in Scotland, where the temperatures are usually lower than they are in the rest of the country, they've had slightly above average temperatures through spring, and the nighttime temperatures have been slightly above average, and all of that has just lifted up the overall average from spring. So it's been a warmer than average spring, but you've probably slept through it. And that's what's happened. That's why you've not noticed. But yes, the statistics do come in that it's been the warmest spring on record. Not that you'd notice looking outside, because it looks like the middle of October. It is absolutely diabolical, and to be fair, you have absolutely every right to be miffed about the weather because it's horrible.
It really is. Every day you get up and you look out. I mean, look at that weather on those pictures there. I mean, that could be November.
That
it
could
really
be.
Could. So, I mean, what's
going on?
Summer.
Yeah.
I hate to ask this because I know what you're going to say. Actually, summer. Is it going to happen?
Right. Now, first of all, let's sort of look at what's going on at the moment. Whenever we're at this time of year and you're watching the Met Office, you're watching a weather forecast, what you want to hear is the two words high pressure.
Right.
Because high pressure always means good, clear skies, sunshine, warm air up from the south. And what we've had over the past really 10 days, week and a half, is high pressure to the west of the UK, but not quite close enough, and low pressure to the northeast, and that's been pulling in an Arctic airflow. That's why it was so cold last week. Now, high pressure is trying to nudge its way in, but unfortunately it's not going to succeed, at least for the next week. So what we're looking at really is more low pressure, which is what you don't want to hear with the jet stream south over the UK. We like to see the jet stream nicely tucked up by the polar front at this time of year. It's not. It's over us, pulling low pressure towards us, and that's going to bring more unsettled weather. In a slight sort of little bit of better news, it does mean the temperatures are going to rise a little bit. And saying that, I don't want to paint an overall picture of gloom, because if you are in a place where you get a little bit of sunshine and the skies are blue and you miss the showers, it's going to feel quite nice. Temperatures are recovering to average next week, around 20 degrees, which is where we sort of like them a bit higher, but that's about average. So it's not overall horrible, but really that is pretty much the best I can do. I'm sorry, that's it. That's the best I can do. Unsettled, and if you get a bit of sunshine, run out and enjoy it and then go back in again.
Right, OK. Well, what about, I mean, I was looking at, I don't know about you, lot, but I have several weather apps, right? And the one that's most optimistic is the one I take notice of. I know it doesn't work like that, by the way. And there was one on there that said it was going to get to 25 degrees. Oh, God, no, go on.
No, go on, go on. A bit further on. I think 25 degrees next week might be stretching
No. They said 25 degrees on the 25th of June.
Yeah, it might do. Actually, that's not far off what's going. But, you know, I have to sit here and tell you I have been known to be wrong before. I don't want to rub it in. High pressure, as I just mentioned. Now, the Azores high, again, we always talk about the Azores high, which is a big area of high pressure over by the tropical Azores that sometimes moves towards the UK. And in summer, that's what we want. That brings the very, very hot temperatures. Around that time, the 25th of June, the last week of June, the Azores high is showing a smidgen of a hint of moving towards the UK. Now, if that happens, the weather will change overnight. So we keep our fingers crossed. But if I'm back in here at the end of June and it's pouring down outside, I don't want you to hold that against me.
Right, I'm holding everything against you at the moment, to be honest with you. So, I mean, is this unusual? I mean, it really does feel unusual. It's
No, I mean, the temperatures are about 6 degrees below average at the moment. As I mentioned, we like to see the jet stream slightly further north than it is at the moment. It's actually in a wavy position right over the UK, a bit like it would be in autumn. It's not unheard of, and there's nothing, I can't really say there's something drastically unusual going on. It's just a pretty miserable start to summer.
OK, is there any... Look, just quickly running out of time, unfortunately. Is there anywhere I can go to escape the miserable weather and potentially the election?
Benidorm?
Right, is that good?
I think so. It's actually, no, it's raining in Spain at the moment. The hot weather in Europe is moving over to the east of Spain. So if you like the Balkans, you could go there, but it's very, very hot there in Greece and Serbia and that sort of places. I would say if you're going to stay in the UK and you want to enjoy some nice warm weather, just grit your teeth for a bit more, about 10 days, and then probably hang around the southeast of the country, and that might be where you'll get the best weather. By the way, thunderstorms as well today.
Nathan, you're cancelled. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for coming in and depressing us even more.